What would you say is your greatest weakness? I think one of my greatest weaknesses is that I'm not naturally the most detail-oriented person. Especially this transition into development has been somewhat eye-opening because I realized how important the details are to the whole coding process. If you don't have clean, organized code, it doesn't work. If your tests don't actually test out the specific nitty-gritty details, something wrong could go down later down the road. Having realized this, it's definitely been a learning process where I take a more conscious approach to the details of my code. For example, when it comes to the top level view of a project, I really like using a Kanban board to visualize each detail of a project, make sure that there's nothing that I'm leaving out, and making sure that I allocate enough time to each detail based on its urgency. I've also realized how important details are to the planning stage of a project. In fact, there have been a couple times in the past where projects could have been a lot easier or a lot less time consuming if I had just really figured out the details of the planning process before I actually did any coding. So what I've learned to really rely on is, wireframing, making sure that I have a good visual idea of what the project's going to look like on the next stage. Um, Relying on really mapping out the endpoints and the different services and routes that I want and the user flows that are related to those endpoints. Having a really good detailed plan of what I want to do and what I want to accomplish before I actually do anything has been really important to this whole process. So, yeah, details are something that I struggle with from time to time, but having had all this experience with a detailed approach has definitely made me a stronger developer and something that I feel like I'm improving on.